Hello, testing. Bear with me. With me. There's a lot of background static. I have to apologize for that. I'm using a headset just to let you know to do this. First time doing this, so bear with me. Never done anything like this before. I'm still learning OBS, to be honest with you. Right, just a couple more clicks, I guess. Dun, da, da, da. Oh, the mic's on. Okay. I don't know what the quality is going to be like. There is going to be a face reveal in a second, just a heads up. Let me put some music on while I'm here, actually. Alright, there we go. I don't know what the mixing is like. Maybe turn it down a little bit, maybe. Maybe. Hello, can you still hear me? Blah, 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 blah. I'm only here for an hour, so this is just going to be a quick test. I'm not sure what the orange and red flashing thing is at the bottom. Truth be told. I should have been more prepared. Bear with me. Sorry, I needed a drink. Honestly, I have no clue what the plan is today, if I'm being completely honest with you. I'm still setting up. I don't know why I started, to be honest with you. There we are. We'll make it through this somehow. I don't know if we're still on, even now, while I sort this out. I should have been a bit more prepared, and I do apologise for that. Okay, that should be good. Oh, good grief, I've been already going for 4 minutes, have I? Oh my god, okay. Okay, well, might as well do a reveal then. 3, 2, 1. Hello. How's it going? Whoa, okay. This is weird. Looking at myself on screen. Hey, how's it going? Oh wait, no, I can't move my arms. Hello. How's it going? I guess. Hello. My name is Patch. My name is Patch. So hello. Hello. First time using this this VTuber stuff. So this is kind of new to me still. I haven't had much practice since actually making this, so it's still fairly new. Seems to be tracking okay. Couple of things. The model is not finished yet. I don't have any smiles or anything on you yet. I can move my eyes at least. And plus I'm currently wearing a headset, as I said, which obviously isn't on here yet. Like I said, first time for everything, I guess. Just practicing while I got some spare time. I was supposed to do this last week, but something came up. But here I am now. Hello. I'm on Twitch now. Woo! Look at Twitch. Like I said, I don't really have any plans for today. This is just going to be like a quick test. Move back and forth, close to the camera. Woo! It's kind of awkward, like... I always seem to be looking up is the only thing. That's strange. Also, I am squinting right now. Or at least I was. I'm blinking a lot. It's also the first time I'm using transitions. Like, for example, look. Oh, we're on the BRB scene right now. Oh, look, now we're back here. Hello. Woo, 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 woo. I've also got Twitch on in the background, so I can see that there is a slight delay on there. But, yeah. Yeah, just, you know, awaken a dead channel and all that. Don't expect much of a chat, to be honest with you. I just wanted an excuse to talk, to be honest with you. And here we are. Yeah, I got an extra 5 minutes spare, so here I am. I do have another scene for window view. I probably should have looked this up as well. Maybe should have, is it normal to use, like, incognito mode? I never really use this, but I think I may have a few things on it. By the way, yes, I can change the scenes on this. I can change the background, so let me fiddle around with that. Background 2. Ooh. Ooh, that's snazzy. Hello. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, I kind of like this. It's one of the default ones, but I haven't quite figured out how to import my own yet. But hey, this is pretty cool. Look, I can even tilt my head. Woo! Wink. Cool. So yes, this is about it really. I haven't really planned this far ahead, to be honest with you. Just bear with me, I'm gonna have a quick drink. BRB. Here we go. Alright, okay, we're back. Alright, so obviously I need some kind of plan if I'm going to do this. It's hard to ignore the fact that I'm a VTuber. I'm seeing myself right now as I'm talking. I am so not used to this. It's so weird. Still a lot to learn about this. I don't even know what studio mode is on OBS. I currently have OBS open. That's the only thing I have open right now, apart from the VTuber thing. Let's try another background. Let's try number 3. Oh, that's a lovely one. Oh, very, very nice. Not my favourite, but anyway, I'll try 5. Oh, what's that? Something behind me. I don't know what it is. These are fine. There's a lot more. Let's go to Fruit Festival. Oh, I like this one. I like this one a lot, actually. Alright, I'm gonna keep this one, actually. All the fruit. There we go. Alright. Like I said, I don't know what the music in the background is like, if it's too loud or anything like that. I have to figure out. I got obviously the reason why I'm doing this now. There's a couple of reasons actually. Main one being I got a brand new PC now. The last one kind of conked out on me, so I had to get a new one. It's about time as well. I had the last one for about, oof, I want to say about 7 or 8 years. So, and to be honest with you as well, it wasn't the first time that it conked out on me. The last computer I did have to do a factory reset, lost everything that I had before. That's why ever since I've been using memory sticks. Very, very helpful. But yeah, that's this was the third time I think it's happened actually, and I was like, third's a charm, that old cliche. So yeah, I just ended up getting a new one around Christmas time. So it is what it is. But new PC. This one actually has a graphics card on it, so that means I can actually play at least some of the more recent games that come out. It actually plays games from this last decade. You know, well, the last PC wasn't too bad. It's just you know, I've been waiting to get a new PC for a while because it was going to be like, starting everything fresh. So I got all of these fresh ideas, and now I got the new PC. I can actually do stuff with it, So yeah, I have noticed though when I tilt my head, well, not tilt, rotate my head, I guess, rotate my face, so that when I try to look away from the screen, it doesn't really bode well. Can't even move my nose. Maybe I should have rigged my nose or something. It's fine. It's fine for what it is. It's cheap. I'm a very cheap person. PC wasn't expensive. No, PC was expensive. Sorry. But, yeah, it is what it is. It's a great little PC. First thing I did with it, New Year's Eve, pretty much spent the entire night playing Sea of Thieves for the first time with my mate. We basically entered the new year in Sea of Thieves, so that was cool. Getting to set off fireworks and that. And then, as a newbie, my friend has been playing like Sea of Thieves for like years at this point, so he's like showing me how to play, and it's fun. It's fun. Not a game that I want to play on my own, if I'm being completely honest with you, but it's still fun. I enjoyed it. Anyway, I'm looking down at the PC. Don't know if you can tell. Probably not. By the way, I'm moving my head all the time. I don't think the mouth tracking thing is any good, really. It is what it is. It is what it is. Another big thing that I can do now that I got this new PC, those that follow me on Twitter, not a lot of you, I know that, but a while back now, actually at the start of the pandemic, I started working on Game Maker Studio to make a video game for the first time. I was learning quite a bit and got as far as to actually make something functional, but unfortunately the PC that I had was pretty I'm trying to avoid swearing on here. I don't know what the policy is on Twitch, but yeah, I've been meaning to work on this game for a while now. Obviously started around the time that the pandemic started, and just obviously never got around to finishing it. Never really got far into it, if I'm being completely honest, but the thing is, during the pandemic, a lot of things came up during that time, unfortunately. And by the time, like, I did actually get some spare time again, um, the pandemic was pretty much, well, we were about to move on, basically. From, not from the pandemic, but, like, everything was starting to open up again, I guess. So that happened. And then, obviously, the PC that I had just kept getting worse and worse. Like, it got to a point where it took 30 minutes just to load up, just to make it to the login screen, which is obviously frustrating. So, yeah, it's just, with a PC like that, I was just waiting to get a new PC. Not just to, like, actually play some of the games on Steam, but to actually make my own. Now I got a new PC. I haven't got around to starting it yet, but I have successfully transferred everything. I've checked everything, and everything that I left off has officially been moved onto this new PC. So whenever I'm ready, whenever I have the time, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start working on this game again. I don't want to reveal too much. I already revealed too much on Twitter, to be honest with you, but there we are. And yeah, we just we see where we go. It's not so much that I don't have any ideas for the game. I love, like, doodling these little level ideas. I've enjoyed it. It's a lot of it is like some of it is like too specific. If you know what I mean, it's like some of the ideas that I have are too specific to learn. And, like, I can try and experiment with it, but it just always, like, it always just ends up making things worse somehow, and without, like, a guide. And that's what I mean by specific. I mean specific in that there isn't, or at least I can't find any tutorials to help me with it, So, yeah, that's just something I have to deal with while making it. But I do have ideas, and hopefully, we'll get there. At some point, we'll get there. Video Game Donkey, you better get your wallet ready, because it's going to be a banger that you're going to want to publish. Alright, well, awkward silence. No, seriously, I don't know. I don't know what the point of this is, really, to be honest with you. Like I say, I've never done anything like this before, so this is completely new. Is this working properly? I don't know if the track is working properly, to be honest with you. It's not a very good model, but, I'm a VTuber now, so, yay. Yahoo! Wink. Wink, 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 wink. Okay, that was, that didn't go very well, but, yeah, so, why now with the VTuber stuff? Again, obviously, it's the fact that, new PC means that, I gotta try a lot of the new stuff. I've finally managed to get a lot of the stuff from the old PC, or at least everything that was on my memory stick, and put it all onto the new PC. It's taken a while, but everything is finally on here. As I mentioned, we tried to Sea of Thieves for the first time. I got a bunch of other games on here now that actually work, which is nice. Like, wow. It feels good to have an actual functional PC, especially one that actually takes, it only takes a couple of seconds just to load up, which is a big upgrade from the old PC that used to take 30 minutes to start up. So yeah, that's nice. That really is nice. Yeah, I'm just looking at my follow list on Twitch right now, actually. Wow, I don't have that many. I barely use Twitch, to be honest with you. I barely use Twitch. This is probably like the first time I've logged on to Twitch for a while. For a very long time. You know, so... hi again. I don't know if I'm going to be re-uploading this on YouTube or anything. Maybe just to show, you know, I don't know, activity. Just to show that there is activity on the channel. But yeah, it probably would have been a good idea to get into this with a plan. I'll know for next time. I'll know for next time. Maybe I'll have a few talking points, conversation pieces. Maybe even figure out how to do other stuff as well. Like I said, I got this window view scene set up, but I'm afraid to touch it during the stream. just just in case something nothing untoward should happen, but yeah, actually I am noticing I'm logged into my Google account here. Probably not a good idea. I don't know. I don't know. I feel very like what's the word? Secretive, however you pronounce it. Secretive, I guess. I'm very secretive with the window view, just in case, I don't know, something like pops up. Not that I got like anything to hide or anything, but it's something like, you know, like a real face reveal pops up or something. You know what? You know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe I'll play games again with this. It'll be a bit weird. I mean, I've always had internet issues here while playing games, so I imagine it's going to be a lot worse with a face cam, you know what I mean? It's probably cutting out right now as I speak to you now, for all I know. You know? Yeah, I don't even know. Am I even... Alright, the mic is on. I was worried that I might still be muted, to be honest with you. That would have been awful. In fact, I still might be. Who knows? Who knows? How long has it been? 24 minutes exactly. Wow. Seems longer. You know? Seems a lot longer. I'm just sitting here like I'm in one of those web calls, you know, particularly during the pandemic, you know. A lot has happened since then, hasn't it? Wow, crazy times. What else can I talk about, really? What else can I talk about? I don't know. This is the Stray soundtrack, by the way. I love that little game. I do love that game. I can't even nod. I can't even nod my head. Well, sort of. It just looks like I'm jumping. Whatever. Whatever. Let's actually mess around here. Let's see. Oh, this is all chat setting stuff. Saying to turn on shield mode, whatever that means. Oh. Whoopsie daisy. Just close that down. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, so the title, I'm a VTuber now. I don't know why I decided to do this. I just thought it'd be... Well, what it is that it got recommended to me. On the YouTube channel, I put out a Halloween video. It was me playing through Affected, the mana, on the PlayStation VR, and it was just that was just 30 minutes of like hell, you know. That was just 30 minutes of absolute torture. But yeah, I put the video out, and yeah, one of the comments that I had was that pretty much you should have put my little, you know, this little model over here. That's me. Woo, 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 woo. I should have put this in the corner, just like have some kind of like face cam like reactions to it, because obviously I didn't use face cam for it. You had to take my, you know, physical actions for what they were basically, and I was like, how do I do that? How do I do that? This was around the time when I found out that VTubing is a thing, and I started like looking up the there's a lot of YouTube clips of specific VTubers, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. How do I do that? And I was looking into it, and I was like, man, I can't be arsed. And eventually, one of my personal favorite streamers, Robert Ross, he eventually did his own VTube thing. He sort of became a VTuber, and that was like, oh, so you don't have to be an anime babe to be a VTuber, you know? So I thought it'd be a crazy idea to just make this patch model a VTuber model. But obviously, like I said, I couldn't be asked to do it. I couldn't be asked to do the research. And when I got this PC in the new year, I was like, you know what? I fancy doing it. I fancy giving it a try, so I did well, basically I followed a couple of tutorials. Finally, I've spent my whole life without what is it called? It's an Adobe. I didn't end up getting Photoshop. That's the word. I've spent my whole life not using Photoshop, but in order to make this model, I didn't get Photoshop. I got GIMP. So it was the first time I used GIMP, and yeah, it's just gone from there basically. Obviously, I wouldn't mind a better model, or at least, you know, do a better job at rigging the model. But you know, it is what it is. I'm okay with it. I'm happy with it. It does some of the basic stuff, which is fine. Like, look at me, I'm moving my head right now. Woo, 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 woo. I should probably try and make one with a headset on, maybe, just to, like, I don't know, to add on to the illusion or something. I don't know, but it is what it is. I am noticing something on Twitch right now. 25 something. 25 messages that I've missed. Oh, God. It wants me to start a free trial with Prime Gaming. I don't think so, my friends. Get up to $500,000 in GTA this month in GTA Online. I don't think so. There's a lot of other stuff here. Ooh, Madden NFL Ultimate Team Pack. I don't think so. Doodles the Clown Bundle for Fall Guys. Never heard of the guy. Never heard of the Fall Guy. Ogre Mercenaries DLC for Total War Warhammer 2. Let me play the first one first. I need to play that. I now can because of this new PC, thankfully. Dragon Slayer Bundle 1 for the Elder Scrolls Online. I don't think so. Wasn't a big fan of Elder Scrolls, period. There's a lot of other useless junk. Candy Crush is still going? Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright. Roblox. Never touched the Roblox. But knife crown. Fair enough. The only thing is obviously you can't see my funny faces reacting to these because oh, some of these are cringe. And I know a thing or two about cringe as well, let me tell you. Get the tough guy nod emote for Red Dead Online. I didn't know Red Dead Online was still going, to be honest with you. Speaking of things that are still going, Fallout 76? Wow. Wow, I thought that was dead in the water. Brawlhalla's alright, I guess. A lot of these I haven't even heard of, to be honest with you. Oh, there's the Avengers. Apparently, Avengers, they've started to cancel the support for that now, apparently. Surprised it hasn't happened earlier, to be honest with you. Metal Slug. Ooh, games with Prime. I don't think so. The King of Fighters 2003. I do play a lot of fighting games. I do like them. But 2003 KOF? That's, oh, again, games with Prime. Alright. These are all the SNK. Oh, yeah, here we go. SNK 40th Anniversary Collection. There we go. That explains why there's so many. Oh, there it is. League of Legends. I was wondering when I was going to pop up. That seems to be everywhere. That seems to be about it. Alright, fair enough. Okay, that was actually the first time I looked at something besides this this VTuber model in the whole stream. I feel awkward, like, not looking at it, doing something else, not looking at it. I guess that's the key, is to not look at it. I guess. I guess that's the key to it. But, yeah, there we are. There we are. Everything about this feels completely foreign. How long have we been going for now? 33 minutes, okay. I did say I'll give it about an hour or so. I did say I'll give it about an hour or so. In fact, BRB. BRB. Oh, here we go. Starting to feel like a real streamer now, actually. It's not often that I live stream anymore. Sorry, I need to wash this down, actually. Sorry, I just had a bite to eat. I'll probably have to invest in a proper microphone at some point if I'm going to take this more seriously. I mean, who the fuck takes this seriously, you know? Sorry for swearing. I don't know what the rule is, but I do apologize. Oh, it's a nice little song. Trying to move my eyebrows on here because I did make it so that they do actually Or at least it's supposed to move, but it's more my eyes moving more than anything. Oh, there you go. Okay. Just got it to move. Anyway. How's it going? How's it going, everyone? Oh, la 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 da 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 da. I'll probably be re-uploading this on YouTube anyway. Like I said, just to show some activity on that channel. Yeah, probably. Probably. It's probably for the best that it's quiet as well. This is just a little test, I guess. While I develop this this little project. I'm probably not. This is probably not going to be a regular thing. I was hoping to make it like every Thursday, but like I said, something came up last week. I was going to start this last week, but something just, it's one of those things. Things just get in the way. Didn't have time to do it, or I didn't have the motivation to do it by the end. But when I actually did get some free time, but it is what it is. It's taken quite a bit of motivation for me to actually do this as well. I was just gonna do a normal recording and not a live stream. I might as well have, to be honest with you, considering how quiet it's been. But it is what it is, like I said. It probably is no point to re-uploading this either, but I probably will anyway. Like I said, just to show some activity, just to show that I'm still actually doing stuff for the channel. You know what I mean? Even though it is dead in the water. My most popular video is are some of my Yu-Gi-Oh videos, some of my replays from Master Duel. And don't get me wrong, they're pretty good. They were fun times. Especially the slime token duel I uploaded. I was very proud of that. Slime tokens managing to beat a full-on Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, Blue Eyes Chaos Dragon, and all that. Wow, my little slime tokens managed to beat it. So proud. So proud of that. Maybe I'll do more in the future. I do love Yu-Gi-Oh. I do prefer the non-meta stuff though, when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh. Call me a simpleton if you want, but I'm one of those that prefers the old school Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess. I spent a lot of time last year making some of the character decks for some of the anime characters. They were fun. They've been fun. They are awful decks. Don't get me wrong, but they were fun. They were fun. In fact, yeah, I'm currently in the middle of well, not in the middle now, but I'm on the later end of season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX now. I'm finally watching GX for the first time because not too long ago I finally finished season 4 and 5 of the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. I grew up with Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't get me wrong. I grew up with it, but I never watched season 4 or 5 of Yu-Gi-Oh! I was aware, I saw some episodes as a kid of Waking the Dragons, but I don't know, it just I never bothered to watch beyond season 3 when I was a teenager. Until recently, and my god, they were bad. Season 5 wasn't too bad. I liked the new approach in Season 5. They pretty much went through the whole thing with very, very little actual duels. But I enjoyed, the origins, I guess it is. Very, very pathetic ending though. I was sad. But yeah, I finally started watching GX, which is convenient because obviously it's come around the same time that the new Pokemon games have come out. Pokemon Violet I've been playing. And obviously both of them have one thing in common, and that it takes place in school. So you're like a student. One of them you're learning about Pokemon, and the other one you're learning about Yu-Gi-Oh! So, yeah, it's just funny how those two things kind of like intertwined with each other at the same time. Guarantee you though, the next Pokemon game, it'll be Pokemon on motorbikes. Just to go with the, what's it called? 5DS or whatever it's called. 5Ds or 5DS, whatever. I don't know, but imagine that. That'd be quite funny. That'd be quite funny. I don't mind the new Pokemon, to be honest with you. I don't mind Pokemon in general, to be honest with you. I guess call me a loyal consumer, I guess, but I enjoy those games. I really do. I really do. And Violet was okay. I haven't done the post game stuff yet, but I just finished like the main story, and it was an okay ending, I guess. I'm not looking forward to the post game stuff, to be honest with you. I can't really be bothered to battle all the gym leaders again, but spoiler alert. But I enjoy it. Like, the main thing with Pokemon really is I like making a team. I just like making the new teams. I like discovering, okay, which of these little guys are gonna be welcome additions to the team, and sometimes they surprise me, you know, and that's what I like about it. That's what I like about it. Some of the Pokemon I'm like, I might not otherwise be interested in, but for whatever reason I put them on the team just to see what they like, and they might get like some good hits in at the start, and I'm like, wow, he's staying on the team. But then later down the line, like, I barely use them, and then it's like, okay, prove your worth. Why do you think you should stay on the team? Blah 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 blah, and all that. It becomes like it's kind of like right, which of these guys are going to become my champions? Who's going to be on my team? It's like a recruiting process, I guess. That's part of the fun of Pokemon for me personally. I try to use the new Pokemon rather than the older Pokemon, obviously, because a lot of the older ones do actually carry over. I'm one of those. I'm one of these people that uses Pokemon Home. Yeah, I know you gotta subscribe to it, but whatever. I do like Pokemon. I do like Pokemon. My recent addiction, I've never played it before, but it's one of those Nintendo games that I just caved in and just, you know, it was one of those Nintendo games that I wanted to try. One of those Nintendo franchises, because I didn't grow up with Nintendo. Like, I had a Game Boy, but I only used the Game Boy for Pokemon, and that was about it. But I didn't have, like, an NES or a GameCube or even a Wii. I never had anything like that. My first Nintendo console was a Wii U, and just to give you an idea, I got that Wii U on the same day, on the exact same day that they announced the Nintendo Switch. Just to show you how long ago that was. But yeah, the Wii U I got. Eventually I did end up getting the Switch, and since getting the Switch I have been more like invested in trying some of the legends of Nintendo, I guess. Like, I finally played Smash. I've got all of the 3D. I got that Mario 3D collection. Obviously, well, I don't need to mention Pokemon, but those that know me will know that Breath of the Wild is my favorite game ever. Like, the best game ever made, in my opinion. It's a masterpiece in my book. To the point where I am a bit nervous about going back to some of the older Zelda games. I like the really old ones, though. The very first Zelda, that's pretty cool. And Zelda 2 I tried as well, and that was fun as well. I also tried Metroid Dread. That was my first Metroid game, and that was so good that I did actually like go back and play the older Metroid games as well, because they're awesome. They are great games, let me tell you. And although I haven't played it yet, I've also bought Pikmin. Specifically Pikmin 3. I got a little bit of advice to say, oh yeah, you can start with Pikmin 3. You don't have to play through 1, 2, 3. You can just start with 3. So I've done that. I haven't played it yet, but I aim to. Same thing for Luigi's Mansion 3 as well. Couple of games sitting on the console, but one of those has really stood out to me, personally. Splatoon. Splatoon 3. I got Splatoon 3 specifically. I was specifically going to say, look, I just want to see what the single player mode is like. I just want to see the story mode. It was like, so I got it, and I thought the first thing I do is just try out the multiplayer, try one turf war, and as soon as I did, I've been playing it every single day since. It's it's my current addiction. Splatoon 3 is amazing. I can't believe I'm kicking myself for never playing any of the first two. I love it. It's really, really fun. It's also interesting as well, just seeing like what other people think of the franchise as well. I'm coming in as like an outsider, obviously, so I don't know like the reputation that Splatoon has. But yeah, I came into the game just before the Splatfest started with the new Pokemon game. Like it was like water, fire, or grass. Which one's the best? Water won, obviously. Water for the win. Yeah, that's that. And like I said, I've been playing it ever since, like every single day. Even if it's just like, oh, I fancy at least one turf war just to get the catalog level up once, and I do, and that's about it. Like I've been playing it every single day. It's been my equivalent because my best friend he plays Rocket League religiously. Like wow, he plays that every single day to the point where it's the only game that he plays. That he seems to play. I try recommending these other games, but nope, it's always Rocket League. It's always Rocket League. And I like to say that I found my Rocket League with Splatoon 3. It's awesome, man. I didn't think I'd get back into like these online shooters. I thought I was done with them. Like that whole craze died with what was the last card game I played? The last Call of Duty game I think was probably Modern Warfare 2, right? Not the new one, but like the obviously back in the day. I think Modern Warfare 2 was the last one I actually played. And I haven't played that many online shooters since. I don't think I have at all, actually. I've definitely played a lot of shooters, but not online. Not like Team Deathmatch and stuff. So Splatoon 3 has pretty much brought that intrigue back for me. That's, that's cool. That's awesome. I've been loving it. Yeah. I didn't think I'd have this much to say, to be honest with you, but here we are. I think talking like this is really like taking my mind off of the VTuber stuff, like just looking at this like myself right now. But from experience, that I feel like that's the thing anyway. I gotta warm myself up into it before I start rambling on about these things. I noticed that the first time I noticed that is when I live streamed Crash 2, like on the Insane Trilogy game. I was one of the first live streams that I did, and it was also the first time that I got all of the like crystals in that game in one single sitting, and yeah, it was it's something that I noticed as well during like when I was starting to like watch Game Grumps. I don't now like right now, and I don't mind saying this, fuck the Game Grumps right now, to be honest with you. I don't mind saying that, but back when I was watching them, I did notice that was sort of like a trend. I also noticed it with South Park as well, back when they were doing like you know, two sessions per season, you know. It's like you when you go into a video, you start off and you have like these ideas, and you put those ideas out there. Like you're prepared for the recording at first. Then comes a point where you run out of things to say, where those plans that you had in the video, they run out, and then you got nothing to say. And eventually it just gets to a point where you just ramble on about stuff that you didn't think you were going to talk about. And it's just, yeah, I've noticed that with the Game Grumps. I notice whenever like the Game Grumps, they have a recording session, they start off and they have all of these topics that they want to talk about. They talk about them, then they got nothing left but to like react to what's on the screen, what they're playing. They have very little to say, and that eventually just devolves to them just giggling and just doing little bits. And those are like the best, like those are the best ones. So those are the best episodes of Game Grumps, or at least they were. And it's kind of same thing with South Park. I've noticed as well. They have specific ideas to start the session with, to start like half of the season with. Then halfway through, you notice a transition where they have less relevant things to say, and it's more like silly stuff. I felt that firsthand when I did that Crash 2 live stream. I don't know how people do it, to be honest with you. I guess a good internet would help in that regard. But yeah, it's I've always wondered. Yeah. Now I know, like, obviously, like, I know this is obviously the first time I'm doing anything like this. I think I've only used OBS once, at least on the old PC. I think I've only used it once. I've got the Elgato game capture. That's how I recorded some of my Switch stuff on the channel, on the YouTube channel, as well as my PS2 stuff as well. That was a time. Patch in the past. I should get back to that at some point. Playing some of the old PS2 games, the original PS2 as well. I still got them. I still got the original PS1 as well. I still got the original Game Boy, the brick. You know, games are still functional. Unfortunately, my copy of Pokemon Silver kind of fried, or at least the save data did. I have to restart everything. Lost everything in that game, but Pokemon Red still kind of works. Very, very clearly, you can tell that I did the glitch, the missing number. I did that glitch on Pokemon Red. That's why it's so weird, but it still works otherwise. But yeah, it's a problem that I have though with the PS1. A lot of the games that I had, my dad made like pirated copies of them. So some of my favorite games that I had for the PS1, they're copies that don't work anymore. Some of the original games obviously work. It's just a lot of the copies don't seem to work anymore. So at some point I'm gonna have to rebuy them. Yeah. Managed to get the demo 1 disc to work, so I managed to play Cooler World for the first time in a very long time. I was happy about that because, number 1, I love Cooler World and I wanted to play it again, but number 2, fuck the prices on eBay, you know what I mean? It's a very rare game. Now, at least, anyway. But, yeah, I love going back to that sort of stuff. Really. I mean, there's something very convenient about the PS5 and Nintendo Switch now. I have noticed that especially on the PS5, might as well get into the digital versions of the games. I've noticed anyway, because it feels like the games aren't actually on the discs anymore. It feels like the discs are more or less just keys for you to actually play the game, and you might as well play the digital version, you know, because you might as well. That's what I've noticed anyway. That's what I find anyway. That's my excuse anyway. Yeah. Right, okay, 56 minutes. Don't really have an outro for all this, but we're coming up to the end anyway of this little test. Very, very quiet, which is nice. Sorry. Sorry, I was rubbing my eyes then. Yeah, I don't have any hand movements. Very, very fixed. You know, arms folded. To be fair, you know, I haven't changed at all. I didn't want to change too much from the model that I had anyway. From the other, well, from the channel basically. I didn't want to steer too much from this model. I like this model. I do. I like this little avatar. It's fun. But yeah, I didn't want to steer too much away from it. That's why I try to stick with it as much as possible. That's why we're not having any arm movements, at least not yet. It's just going to be this. So yeah, get used to it. I also like this background. I might stick with this background. The idea was that it was going to be, you know, I've left Earth, basically. So I was going to have like some kind of like spaceship background going on. Me and my spaceship. But I gotta figure that out. Basically, I gotta figure that shit out. But yeah, nice little test. I'll have to, like I said, I'll have to re-upload this onto YouTube just to see how it goes. And yeah, I guess we see where it goes from there, you know? I don't know if I will make this a weekly thing or not. Maybe, who knows, if I can squeeze in an hour or so. Because let me tell you, wow, this hour has felt quite long. Just trying to think of things to say for a whole hour it's not easy. Maybe next time I'll do it. It'll probably be on a Thursday, but maybe next time I do it, I'll have more of a plan. Maybe have a few more talking points, a few conversation pieces. I have this nasty habit of making lists of stuff, so maybe I'll have a few lists. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe favorite games, I don't know, favorite wrestling matches or something, I don't know. Video games and wrestling are probably going to be the main topics of these little live streams. But yeah, so just to let you know, this is going to be the new thing. This is going to be the new norm. These are going to be the videos from now on. I don't know when the next big adventure will be on YouTube. To be honest with you, I don't know when that will be. This is just me trying something new, something a little bit different, and who knows, maybe I'll stick with it. I'm like, I feel like maybe give it some time. It'll develop into something more, maybe. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. I don't know. I've run out of things to say. So yeah, that's about it. Peace. Right, I gotta turn this off now. So goodbye, peace and all that, like I said, blah 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 blah.